Do you remember that day when you realized like, nah, this DVD game is over? It's like, cause
I remember the year.
okay, what we do that? What we do that? Let me.
I remember I seen it coming.
Mm,
Um, I was stressed. You wouldn't have known that. What kept, and I'm gonna just say me going was the fact that I stayed out and about. So I stayed in people's faces.
right.
But I'm gonna give you something that's crazy. I totally left the DVD game alone. Like I don't want to do this shit. I get a call for now it's like a baby bro to me, Jay Diamonds. He calls me Jay, right? Yo, I want to do these DVDs, but I want to bring you out here. I'm like, dog, this ain't gonna work. Lo and behold, flew me out there. I stayed with him in Wisconsin. But what I found was that Wisconsin and Chicago is like brother and sister state.
Okay.
So I found that a lot of people move to Chicago on a low, you know what I mean? Just to get away from that life. Wisconsin laid back. Not to say that it don't have its wild parts, because it do, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it was less aggressive. So when I went out there, I was Chicago based. So remember, around that time, I'm still trying to figure out how am I going to promote this? How am I going to push this? Because them artists was paying me, yo, dogs. This is 2011, 12ish, last DVD. That was during that time, they premiered that my DVD trailer on MTV. Go, lo and behold, all these years I'm in it, never get my trailer premiered on it.
Dope. What, you remember the name of that DVD? Was that like a Midwest Explosion or something?
Yeah, Midwest Explosion. Because LEP Bogus Boys, remember Chicago, that's when Chicago came in heavy.
Mm, mm.
And LEP Bogus Boys was popping. I had them on my front cover.
Remember you put me on. You put me on to them like, yo, this the wave right here.
Yeah. LEP Bogus Boys was popping. And when I went out there, I was determined to get, like I'm gonna link in with them.
Mm-hmm.
I linked in with every hot dude in Chicago and Wisconsin and throughout those, the surrounding cities, not all of them, but a lot of them. But that DVD, man, that DVD was like a resurrection for me personally.
Okay.
Because I said, yo, and all of my career, yeah, you doing it. Yeah, they know the brand, but to get it on MTV, get that trailer played on there, it was like, oh shit. I'm like the last of the dying breed, still doing these joints. And as we segueing out, they put it up there. You know what I mean? But it took the Terrell Blair and it took the crack DVD brand to a wealth of levels that allowed us to officially start doing crack DVD Latino. You know what I mean? Like the crack DVD shows, showcases. Because then I meet, Jums. Now that's when the transition occurs, and it fueled who who I was. You know what I mean? It fueled my energy. You dig what I'm saying? Like I'm a self motivator, but you still need good people around you. You know what I mean? And at the time, and they still are younger than me, but they even knew the internet game. You know what I mean? Better than me, because I refused at the time. Like I don't want to. I ain't trying to.
Right.
I ain't trying to do all that shit. You know how that shit was. And lo and behold, man, we started doing crack DVD showcases, um, interviewing all the Latin artists. We became a vehicle for all Latin artists to come through.
I think it was like 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
Was that transition, like the DVDs was, because it was funny because I was planning like to come like speaking to my man. He was like, yo, you gotta go hard with the DVDs. And I was planning on dropping like one like every month. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna drop one like every month. But then I just saw like yo, people like, I think, you know what I think it was? It was like an event and this was like one of the first battle rap events, and they had a battle that battle with Lady Luck. And at the time, I was dealing with this artist, Reese Steele, and it was like T Rex versus the person from Philly, and it was my song versus E-Nex.
Stills, yeah, Reese Stills. You know, I know. She was all of my the female joints.
Right. So yeah, and I think around that time we went and we filmed it, and I was like, oh, I got this battle, and I think like a day or two later, it was like all over the internet. I was like, yo. Yeah. I was like, oh, and like everybody was talking about it, and I was like, oh shit, like this funny. Right. So, and then that's where I kind of got involved with YouTube because I hurry up and uploaded the pieces that I had, still holding back some of it.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm gonna drop some of it for the DVD. It'll be exclusive on the DVD, but YouTube, you know, could get this little part. But then by that time it was time to do the DVD. It was like they was on to the next. It was like
right.
The DVD thing is kind of dried up.
Right. That shit. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I still miss it, man.
Oh yeah, you know, be blessed to have been, you know, your experience is 20 times more than mine, and my experience is great. So I can imagine yours, like you're like, you know that definitely a great time in my life, and that's why I want to do this stuff to like let people know all of this what we're doing now transitions from that. Gintv.com.